Hello, this is Masamunes347 for a bonus video of Telos vs Eleth, and today I'm going to tell you how I got certain titles. Also, there's a few other tips that I feel like I want to share with you guys. But the one tip I want to tell you guys first is how to quickly defeat the Wakagong. There's actually a trophy for it, and you actually get a spell book as well. It's another prize. But Wakagong is pretty tough. There's a lot of HP. Even on easy mode, it has like over 100,000, so it could take a while. But there is a way to quick dispatch him. There is the piggyback method. The piggyback method is where you need a certain title, in this case 2 bits, damage taken added to attack. What that does is that any attack the enemy uses on me, I can transfer straight back to him. So, but say if the enemy uses an attack which could otherwise kill me, or doesn't have damage, and if I transfer it back, it could potentially one-shot them. But however though, just having that title isn't enough. You need to do other things as well for this to work. You also need to make sure you don't have any weapons on stuff. I mean, not any weapons. Any armor, increase defenses. Get rid of all that. Also, make sure you're playing the toughest difficulty. In this case, the Chaos mode, which is the toughest. Evil mode, fine as well. Whatever mode it suits you, but you know, the higher difficulty, the better, I suppose. And lastly, the most important part is the mixer. Now, what we need to do, we need to half our stats for this to work. I have these just in case I get killed and need to retry it again. But the important ones are Enthusiasm, Restriction, Passion, and Audacity. Especially Audacity makes enemy crits more damaging. That's the most important. I also have Wealth in there just because, you know, you still get money for beating this guy. But you don't really get any experience. But I'm not sure if it's because of this method or because you don't get any experience in general. But if you do get experience fighting this guy, like if you do it legitimately without this cheat method, please comment below. You can also do the Book of Solitude and fight alone, but if you're not sure, if you're not very confident in how to do this, then the best thing to do is have your party members, have them passive, have them be, so in case if I do die, I can get my 2 healers to, like, well, you know, heal me or stuff or revive me. It doesn't work out. But yeah, that's pretty much all you need to do. Now the tough part is trying to activate it. You need to activate your accel mode just as soon as the enemy hits you. Timing is pretty tough to do, but it will take a few tries, and certain attacks are tough to get timing right. But like I said, if you do it successfully, you can potentially one-shot this guy. I actually recorded this early and tried to do it, but when I did it, I did it successfully, but I didn't kill him in 1 hit. And I realised, wow, I didn't have the Book of Audacity. Yeah, the books are extremely important. These books: Enthusiasm, Restriction, Passion, and Audacity. You need your stats not as tough as you need. The defenses really low for this. And the title. You can also use other characters as well, Cheria and Sophie, who also has titles that can take damage taken out to attack. Cheria could as well because basically she can stop time and stuff as soon as she gets damaged, and if she just uses another spell, she can transfer her damage there as well. But Sophie, I'm not really sure I like with Sophie. That sounds like me, a lot tougher to do, but that's just me. But alright, enough talking, time to do this. Just go to one guy and change him like so.
Everyone stay on your game.
Ah, damn it. Okay, that was my fault, I was panicking. Your timing has to be perfect for this to work. Don't worry, access doesn't have to be full or anything. Just until you see how much damage did to me then? The access damage when I transfer to him. And what I did in my accel full then. Ah, dang it! I told you, the timing is tough to get just right. It's going to take quite a few tries. Damn it! I thought the timing is tough. Do that tornado attack again. That's the best move when you can do it. No, I still think. He has other attacks as well, like he can do a sonic breath or... Come on, hit me! It's hard to tell what he's going to do, because he's so slow. But like I said, this will take a few tries. Oh, now he does tornado attack when I really need him to use it. Come on. Damn it!
I can't even bear the sight.
Oh, you didn't get any SP. Well, you did. But, yeah, that's how you do it. You need to, as soon as he attacks you, go into that burst mode straight away. Like I said, it takes a few tries, it's tough to pull off. But the main reason you want to do this, look how much gold I got. 120,000 gold. This is the ideal way to grind for gold until you get to the post game. It's fantastic. And you still get the trophy. But it will take a few tries to pull off. But yeah, actually, I can actually show you what reward I get out of it. Let's see, where is Orgong? Is Orgong along here? Oh wait, I can show you this way. Here we go. This is easier. You get the Mastery Tonic G, that was it, Mastery Tonic, and also a book of Agility, which is really useful. Basically, reduces the Eleth by half when cooking food. Very nice to have.
Take the best from everyone.
But yeah, that's what it is. Really nice to use there. It's really handy and just it's a nice book. But yeah, you get the trophy. But as you saw off screen, it's a great way to help basically make a lot of money and stuff, especially for that particular saga trying to get Excalibur. Or just make money in general. There's a few trophies involving that. But yeah, that's why I showed that off to you guys. But as you saw, just take a few tries to get the timing right. That's why it's best having a few healers and also a few SPs to help revive you, just to make sure. But once you get the timing right, you can just do that for days, and yeah, it's really simple. But anyway, I just put my equipment back on. But the whole point of that was just to show you guys a nice quick way on how to well, basically do it. I've been experimenting a lot with Creus gems, as you can see. Yeah, that would do. But yeah, now I'm going to tell you guys about something else. Now, I did mention that I did got all of the Adept and Master titles for pretty much everyone in the pie, including Richard. And man, oh man, did that take a really long time, like ridiculous amount of time. But there are ways to help make it easier for you. This is where the other classes come. This is where the special titles come in. I don't call it the clone titles. You can only get them in the future arc. So yeah, this is really important. You want to get them as soon as possible in the future arc, because you can't get them in the main story. And as soon as you do that, as soon as you beat the game, when you load up your save file, you can load up to your post game, and everything you got in the future arc will transfer to your post game, as in all your titles, the accel mode and stuff. Pretty much everything, all the item wise anyway. So yeah, oh, and title wise. So yeah, it's really useful. Sorry about this. I'm just putting this back in. Let's see. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, what am I doing? I'm going to do this off screen to save some time. So I'll see you guys here when I finish putting in my mixer, because this is going to be boring just me putting this stuff back on. So I'll see you guys then. Okay, and I am back. Sorry about that pause there. But yeah, I had to make a few preparations for helping you guys, well, just helping myself. It was quicker. But basically, now that I've told you that the Wakagong is also a very good way of using the Wakagong as well. And that is trying to get the Adept and Master version of all these titles, which I have done off screen quite a while ago. As you can see, for getting all the Adept and Master titles, you get the Assault and Burst version of the title for it. It's actually useful for aswell because when he gets the assault, he actually gets doing the Requiem plus 50 combo hit when you hold L1. That's pretty nice. But yeah, all those titles, all those stat boosts, really nice, especially in the post game. That can be every little helps. So what's best way to go about doing it? Because you know, I mean, you have to use that move a certain amount of times, especially with Hubert. I mean, I had to use Scarlet Server 800 times or something, 720. That was also 720. The same for that, and that's quite a long. And that takes a really long time. Even if you're only using your one favorite skill, which you might get the Adept to Master if you only use it quite a lot. But any other time, it's just going to take forever. So what to do about it? This is where the clone titles come in. You see, every time if your clone title uses the same skill as well, it all gets added towards Hubert's original art. So let's say if everyone used Rolling Thunderbolt, then that means Hubert will have learned it 3 times. Goes 1, 2, and 3. However, though, you might think you might have 4 Huberts in. Oh no, the thing is, while all those guys using that same skill over and over again, they need to be beaten up by enemies and stuff. Especially the Wakagong. Even though I'm doing this on easy mode, you can still kick my ass and do a lot of damage. So that's why that's where Sheria comes in. She's our healer. You know, just to help us out and stuff. So that's always important to have a healer as a backup. But make sure that the other 2 party members, if you want to learn a specific ability, make sure you have that clone title, and make sure that you go to the menu and you turn off everything else except for that one B art. I could turn off the A art as well, but you don't need to do that because doing strategy, B only. So they only use that B, and since the only B art available is Rolling Thunderbolt, that's the one they're going to keep using over and over again. So yeah, but the problem is though that you need an enemy that's pretty much a HP sponge, and you know, will last a real long time. Well, once again, that's where the Wakagong comes in. The Wakagong is a giant HP sponge. It doesn't move, it barely moves at all. Most of your attacks will hit it. Remember, the art has to be hit to work. Unless it's a healing art, then it doesn't. This is a healing art or a support one. And you can use that same one over and over again, even though if the ally is full HP, or he had a stat boost, or already is cool with a status element. So that's something to keep in mind. But the B arts, for the most part, the attack ones, are pretty simple with this method. But the most important part has to be the clone titles. Make sure you have the clone titles here. Yeah, I'm going to put in the link in the description to tell you how to get the clone titles. Not a link, I mean basically a list of where to get a certain items and stuff to get those clone titles. You just need to get a certain piece of materials, trade it in with that one person in Telos Astue, and then you get that clone title. And that's like let's see, that's like 6 titles for each party member. 6 titles, all those stat boosts, especially reinforce. That's really nice. To help your CC recover weight up, so that's a good one. Anyway, let's do this. Make sure it's on easy mode, because remember, this whole point of this is to just have your characters use that same move over and over again. But what's the point if you get killed easily? So make sure it's on easy mode. But we're going to multitask. Yes. They also you may want to increase your Eleth a bit more as well while doing it, and you can do that with by running away and still have your Eleth match the increased. Well, this is where these come in. We're landing a 58 hit combo, and also when this one as well, we're landing a 40 hit combo, which is really easy. The Wakagong you can do a combos for days with the Wakagong easily. Seriously, it's a piece of cake. So yeah, let's do it. Change Wakagong.
I expect the best.
Everyone else attacks. Sheria's job is to heal.
This may sting.
And everyone else is going to keep doing this constantly.
Rolling Thunderbolt.
There we go. Already got the glaze version. Oh, and there we go, sweet and sour eel. That'll help increase my Eleth a bit.
Rolling thunderbolt.
Is Sherry healing? Oh, there we go. I've got to change my strategy. And as you see, my Rolling Thunderbolt is already used quite a few times. Well, it isn't always pleasure straight away, but this is like the best way to get your arts up. For most of the arts anyway. However though, to get the title, you need to finish the battle. That's still good, but that's going to take a long time in the rocket gang and stuff. A real long time. So what you do is, per se, once I got my Rolling Thunderbolt to a certain level, in this case you did it 720 times for both the Adept and Masterclass. What you do is that you just exit this, run away, do a random battle, any random battle, could be anyone, and as soon as you win it, you should get the title. And that's how you do it for most of the arts. And this is where the structure does not work all the time. It can also work with ARts to the extent. If you turn off certain art patterns and use a specific one, you can't turn off these because there's no type for these, so you can't turn these off. But you can turn the rest of these off. So say they wanted to use dual blade dance, turn off the rest of these, and to eventually just use dual blade dance a lot more often. Not always though because of these ones, but yeah. The real trouble though, this is one you gotta have to do the old-fashioned way, even when I turn these off and stuff. The worst there are in the game, the charged A-arts. Oh, I hate the charged A-arts in this game, trying to max these out. The worst has to be for Sophie, because her charged A-arts have 3 levels. You have to hold down the X button and use either Rolling, Reaper Toll, Beast, or Deadly Force. You gotta hold the X button down. Oh, it's really annoying. For Asbel isn't too bad, she only has 2, which is on C level 2 and level 3. Hubert is literally just a 1. With Vital Flare, which once he's holding it during a C art. And Cheria and Pascal only have 1 as well. Which isn't too bad. But yeah, it's really annoying doing those charged arts. And I'm glad they took that out during the future games because it was just so annoying to do. Yeah. Well, yeah. But that one you're gonna have to do the old-fashioned way. I'm sorry, but there is no better way of going around it. It will take time, but once again, it's where the rock one comes in because he's a HP sponge and can take all of your damage, and you can easily do it. But yeah, that's what I'm going to show you guys. Basically that. This is one away. But yeah, that's how to get those titles. Even with that method, it's still going to take a really long time. So you're just going to have to be patient and keep doing that. But in the end, in the long run, it is worth it for those extra stat boosts. But I'm going to tell you about some other titles as well for everyone, which you probably couldn't get. But once I tell you how to get them, man, you're going to feel so stupid. Because I know I did feel really stupid. But basically, the Dual Smasher. Dual Smasher, you've probably got to everyone at some point. Because it's really simple. Defeat 2 enemies at the same time for 10 battles. The Quad Smasher, defeat 4 enemies at the same time for 10 battles. That's a bit tougher. Not if the enemy is super weak. That is why you should go to Lant Hill and focus on using an attack which hits multiple enemies at once. Actually, Rolling Thunderbolt's perfect for Hubert in this case, trying to get a Quad Smasher. Do it for 10 battles, and you should get it in no time for each of your characters. Just make sure you use a skill which attacks multiple enemies at once, basically. But yeah, that's how I wanted to talk about that one, because yeah, I feel stupid for even doing that first time for the game, but yeah, I got everyone's quite tired of doing that. But yeah. There's still a few titles I haven't got for everyone. I think the most annoying ones have to be like, what's it? These titles, the proof titles. for Cheria and Malik. That's the curse proof title. I'm not sure of Pascal though. Oh no, I got that Pascal. Huh. Oh, it's just Cherio and Malik then. But that's the curse proof title. Basically, in the final certain type of enemy, get it by curse a few times, or resist it. Then if they get healed, you get the proof title for it. Those titles are really annoying. Yeah. But yeah, basically I will put a description below about how to get those clearing titles. They're really tough though, because the drop rates for certain enemies are really small. I highly recommend you play at a tough difficulty to help you guys out. Also, certain titles to help. Hubert and Richard's titles, the collector ones. See, the enemy, item drop rate up. And you can also have drop bottles as well. Drop bottles are very hard to come by, but you can easily make with the Eleth mixer. Because to make them, they don't really cost that much to make at all. Where's the drop bottle? 5%, that's pretty big. And with the Book of Fortune and duplication, that increases your chances, that doubles your chances, and duplication make 2 of them. Oh, they have like 17 drop bottles. Those will be useful later on during the post game when trying to get certain items. But yeah, very nice to have drop bottles. And like I said, once you made the item, dualize certain stuff, or have it or go in the inventory, you can use it all the time. Even though I don't have any mastery chunk G's, I can still make one if I want to. It's a very low probability chance though, so yeah, not going to bother with that. But there is one other thing I want to talk about, guys, and this is really important to help out during the post game and certain inquests later on. Let's just go to the Lastalia shaft. They've probably noticed that some shops in the game actually sell if you get enough stamps in the game, when you go to a certain shop, they get you wear items, like the wear equipment, like a wear sword and stuff and all that. But to even get that far, you have to buy a lot of stuff or sell and dualize, and you get a lot of stamps that way. The future arc sells all of the wear equipment straight here. A few other shops do before as well, but it's the last phase of the game, and basically it's kind of to let you sell all of this wear equipment. For the love, for all that is good, buy a few of these, because you're going to need them during the post game. You see, there are a few inquests where you have to where you need the wear equipment to maybe a dualize to make a new type of weapon, or maybe a certain type of quality, and the only way to get the wear weapons is to constantly buy stuff from certain shops all the way through Ephinia, and then get their stamp level up to get their equipment available in shops to buy all the time. But in the future, you can just buy them right out. It's just save you a lot of trouble and a lot of needless grinding for money in the long run. Actually, going to buy a few more just in case. But the one piece of wear equipment which you absolutely want most of all is the wear shot staff. The wear shot staff is probably the best method in the game when it comes to making money, and also this post game stuff in general. Oh wow, I reached level 10. What did I get? There we go. But yeah, basically it is the best thing to get in the entire game, because you can make the Dreamer's Furge, and that doesn't seem like much because you're just making another custom weapon, but when you customize it with a certain type of quality, when you dualize, you can save over 200,000 gold, which you can actually need if you want to get Aswell's title. Let's see, where is it? There we go, the last artisan type, the last title right here when selling a certain dual equipment for some amount of money. And it's also needed for the post-game content. Yeah, so do that right now, because you're going to regret it, because it's going to be really annoying to buy a ton of stuff in a certain shop just so not going to be some rare equipment, and you're going to have all the shops, because I'm pretty sure there's an inquest where you have to make a Sunbeast swim for all the rare equipment. which is annoying, but that's just how it is. But yeah, just need to tell you out there right now to not get frustrated later on. Also, as for the claim titles, again, you can do it in the future arc, so make sure you get the claim title everybody. So yeah, do that, so you're going to be kicking yourself later on. And also make sure you buy the equipment exclusive to the, you know, the future arc. Basically, those 2 pieces of armor you can get at the Martian Enclave. Make sure you get those, because you're going to buy those in the future arc as well. So yeah, the stuff you really want to do before you fight the final boss, which I will be doing next time. Yes, but that's all I want to tell you guys, really. Just a few personal tips and stuff of what you can do in the future arc, or what you should do, and all that. And like I said, I'll give links in the description about all those types of making where to get those materials to help make the cloning titles for everyone. But those cloning titles are worth it, because it opens up a whole new layer of strategy. I mean, I could have like 2 Mareks in the field using curling flare to help stun lock the enemy, and then my 2 of the main attackers go to help go to town. So it's pretty cool. It's definitely something that could be used to in the post game when fighting certain enemies and stuff. Very, very useful. Or maybe you just want Chariot. Maybe you want to use Chariot, but the problem with Chariot at the moment, she's very strong stat wise. I mean, physically she could get killed in 1 hit probably in chaos mode. So you could easily use a clone title for, say, Hubert, which I did with the Poison fight. That way she had a lot more HP and was a lot stronger, and therefore she would survive a lot longer. But yeah, it's stuff like that, very useful. So yeah, make sure that you do that, guys, or all that stuff I said during the future arc before you beat the game, because you're going to be kicking yourself later on if you don't. Otherwise, you're going to have to beat the final boss again and stuff, unless you didn't make an extra save file. Then I can't even tell you about that, guys, but you should have. But yeah, there is actually a trophy with the final boss as well. I'm not talking about the trophy of just beating the future arc. You probably guess what it is, but I'll go into more detail when we get to the final boss. But yeah, that's what we do. Next time we're going to fight the final boss. And I'm not going to lie, she is a real bitch. With that, it's Masamunes 347. Again, I'll always do the platform there. Stay classy.